Hey guys, and welcome back to another session here at Imaging USA 2015. We're in the Panasonic Lumix Lounge here on the show floor. I'm here sitting with Mr. Adam Saraceno. He's one of the guys behind Peak Design, which is a company that makes some of this cool stuff here. And I have an interesting story about my sort of involvement with Peak Design.
Go on.
We just met today, right? Or yesterday.
That's
for the first
correct,
time.
yeah.
However, I'm a customer already. Here's one of my cameras here. It's all laden with Peak Design stuff because a friend of mine, Giulio Shorio, was, I told him, dude, I'm trying to find the camera strap, I don't want to use the manufacturer camera strap, because I don't want to advertise what I have.
Sure.
I have more than one camera. So I need something that I can move around. I don't want to buy multiple camera straps to go on my cameras. What can I do? And he said, hey, dude, this is what I'm using.
You found it.
Yeah, so I found it.
We're
and
glad.
I did my research on you guys. I know you did a little Kickstarter campaign.
We've done a couple little Kickstarters.
Yeah, so tell us about that. First, welcome, and tell us about the company and who you are.
Okay, my name's Adam, and I'm the head of marketing for Peak Design. We started our company back in 2011. My buddy Peter Deering had gone on a trip around the world, and he was just getting into SLR photography at the time, and he found it a huge, huge pain in the butt to carry his camera around.
Yeah.
So he came back to the U.S., quit his job, and started designing what eventually became this guy right here, the Capture camera clip.
That thing is magical.
This thing turned us into a company. So
that's the first product you guys released.
This is the first thing we released. It is a clip that lets you carry your camera directly on any backpack, strap, belt, or bag.
Yeah.
It
So
holds
you
it
can put
rigidly.
It here, you can put it on your belt,
You got
wherever.
it. Yep. And it's got a quick release system, and we think it's really the best way to carry your camera if you're going to be an active photographer.
Yeah.
So this little thing called Kickstarter was coming about back in 2011, and he launched it on there. And at the time, I was jobless. I was pet sitting for my sister while she was on her honeymoon. That was my chief responsibility.
Yeah.
And he called me and he said, hey man, I need some help marketing this thing I got. So I came on board day one of the Kickstarter, and day three of the Kickstarter, Gizmodo picked it up, and boom,
that was
all of a sudden.
What was it? What were the targets that you guys set for?
I think we wanted to raise 10 grand to pay for tooling and the initial production run, and we raised about $365,000.
365 grand.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we were a company, and we took all of that money and invested it back into growing the company, developing more products.
Yeah.
And 4 years later, we've done 4 Kickstarters. We've raised about $2.5 million. And again, all that money we keep sort of reinvesting in doing what we love, which is designing sweet gear.
And I got to tell you, one of the key pieces for me of the whole system is this guy.
That little guy right
here.
There, yeah.
And that goes on, clearly it's a perfect marriage for these mirrorless smaller cameras and the larger ones as well. And these things are strong, and it just goes on here, and that way you can connect these to whatever strap you have right in there. Tell us about this, because I was talking to you guys yesterday a little bit, and I know there's some magic that goes into the thread here,
right? Yeah, so that is an anchor link connector.
Yeah.
And what it is, it's our quick connection system that we use with all of our straps. And it's created out of braided Vectran cord, which is a material similar to Kevlar.
Okay.
It's super strong. Each one of these can hold over 200 pounds.
Wow.
And then it's overmolded with a material called Delrin thermoplastic, which is super strong. It's self-lubricious, as the engineers.
Say that again. What is that?
Self-lubricious.
Okay. All right.
That is not. I guess it's a marketing term.
Yeah.
Also an engineering term.
Yeah.
And basically, it means that it won't get jammed. It won't get stuck. It's very rigid, hard material. It works well in all temperatures, and it won't scratch your camera. So you take these guys and you loop them around your strap loops, or you can attach them to the quick release plates that come with our straps.
Or like me, I got it directly on the lug bolts on the camera.
They're just little earrings for your camera. They look nice. Compared to other quick release systems, they leave a very small footprint on your camera, which is very handy. And then to attach the strap, you just take the anchor and slide it into this link here.
And that's it.
And all of our straps have these linkages on both ends. And to remove it, you press down and out. So it's kind of a two-part deliberate motion. Makes it really difficult to do it accidentally. And it's super strong, super quick connecting. When we decided to come out with camera straps, we we were clip people. We weren't strap people.
Yeah.
And we started realizing that, hey, these camera straps, a lot of people like them, and we like them sometimes.
Yeah.
So we wanted to make straps that you can use sometimes and quickly remove them when you want to go to the tripod or want to put your camera in your clip or do something else.
That's the idea. I mean, we photographers generally have more than one camera, right?
Absolutely.
Especially if you're a wedding shooter, you got 2 cameras at any given time, and you're doing different things with those cameras. You may, like this one, for example, like I'm here, and I'm in my room making the decision on what camera. I brought 2 cameras with me to Nashville. And so I'm making a decision, okay, today I'm going to be mainly in the booth, so the wrist strap is probably fine today. I can make that and stick it on here and go. Right. Later, if I decide we're going out for dinner or whatever, I want to have camera strap, I can do that, put it on that way. So these guys, so we talked about the technology behind this a little bit, and what happens when it starts, because it's still, it's matter, right? So it's going to wear out over time. What happens when it starts wearing out? What do you do then?
That's a great question. So when these guys start to wear out, they might fray a little bit. We make it very clear in our packaging that all of our products have a lifetime guarantee on all parts. So first of all, we give you a bunch of these when you buy them. Secondly, if it ever does start to fray, we replace it for free. Thirdly, we're actually in the process of developing a new anchor that should be out later this year. It's going to be using a material called Dyneema, which, unlike Kevlar and Vectran, as it abrases, it actually hardens and strengthens. So these guys are going to be twice as strong as these bad boys.
Personally.
Yeah, exactly. Like all of us on the inside when you think about it.
Yeah, it's just hard on the inside.
So we're constantly looking for ways to better the products that we've already developed, and that's a good example of that.
You guys should research this new element called unobtainium.
Yes, exactly.
Put that out there.
I believe we have somebody on that right now.
Yeah, over on Pandora. Okay, so tell me about what we have going on here. So we talked about the system and the clip, which is kind of the flagship. What are the rest of these guys here?
So what we've got are, we basically make clips and straps. Our straps are from big to little. Slide, a professional quality sling strap.
That's this guy right
Clutch,
here, right?
That's this guy. Clutch is a hand strap. Leash and cuff are sort of more minimalist camera straps. So I'll show you a clutch to start out with here. This is this guy right here. Retails for $39.95, and what it is, it's a quick connecting hand strap. Uses our quick connection system down here. Comes with a tripod plate, so you can keep the hand strap on and go straight to your Arcus tripod. And it is quick adjusting, which makes it unique compared to a lot of other hand straps out there, because usually you probably tried adjusting a hand strap before, you fiddle with it, then you place it on your camera, and it's either always too loose or a little too tight, and when you want to go back and do that, it's incredible pain. So for this guy, when you're carrying your camera around and you want a solid grip, you just yank down on here. When you're shooting and you want access to the controls on your camera, you just pull up on this little piece of hardware here, and it loosens up, and it gives you
it's almost like an airline seat belt.
So the material, actually, this piece of hardware was inspired by like a lot of high-end climbing gear that we've seen. It's got a little tension clip, which is what fastens it to the top. The body of the pad is made out of a material. Well, let's see. The pad is made out of microfiber. And this stuff is called Hypalon on the outside. Is what they make rafts out of. So it's super strong. It's super durable, weatherproof. Very solid camera strap. And we wanted to make something that looks good. Our problem with a lot of camera straps out there is they're chunky and bulky, and they look like something that you would get out of a Sky Mall catalog. And we wanted something that looks nice. So that's where we came up with that.
That's crazy.
This guy, Slide, is right now. We launched Slide and Clutch the end of last year via Kickstarter, our most successful Kickstarter yet. And Slide is our professional quality sling style strap. We think this is the best camera strap in the world. I'm a little biased. But what's cool about it is, first of all, you can see that I've attached it to both the bottom and the side strap lug of the camera. And that means that when I wear it, the camera will sit a little bit more cleanly against my body instead of dangling around. Secondly, it's quick adjusting. So you pull these levers here, which are made out of anodized aluminum, and you've got plenty of space to shoot. There's a lever on the back too. Even if you want to use it as a stabilizing device, you can do that. And then when you're ready to move around, instead of having a camera sort of dangling down here that you got to keep your hand on, you can cinch it up close to your body, stick it wherever you want, and it's going to stay there because the strap moves along with the camera.
Love it.
It's made out of a 2-inch seatbelt style webbing.
Yeah.
So it's super smooth,
that
super
thing
durable.
is not going to break anytime soon, is it?
Not going to do it. Yeah. And it actually has a pad embedded. You can feel the pad there. It's a kind of a spongy
like a jelly
pad,
kind of
right?
thing in there,
And because it's embedded in the strap, you never have a big chunky pad that you got to adjust and readjust and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
The other nice thing is on top of the strap, we actually included a silicone bead for grip. So a lot of times you just want to pick your camera up and sling it over your shoulder to move to the next room. That way you just turn the strap inside out, and now it's not going to slide off your shoulder.
Brilliant.
So
yeah.
super versatile. It's $59.95, so very attainable for all levels of photographers.
Yeah.
And then when you don't want to use it, you just unclip
Take it off and put it on something else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
and then you've got Leash here. Yeah.
Leash, right. Leash is our, whoopsie daisy. Leash is, I've got one right here actually. Cool. This is our sort of super minimalist, versatile, all-around use camera strap.
Yeah.
It is made out of thinner 3/4-inch seatbelt style webbing, so still very smooth and durable, but a lot smaller. And you can use this as a standard neck strap. You can elongate it, use it as a sling style strap. It works great with compact cameras because it's a lot smaller.
Yeah.
And what's nice about this strap is that when you don't want to use it, you just ball it up, stick it in your pocket, stick it in your camera bag, your glove box, and it's there when you need it.
It's done, yeah.
So a lot of like minimalist travelers, backpackers, and stuff like that like to keep this on hand for the times where they don't have their camera clipped onto their body or in the bag.
Yeah.
And then our little baby, the baby of the group here, is Clutch, and Clutch lives on your wrist as a bracelet. When you want to grab your camera, you just pop it in, and now you've got that minimum level of security, which I know you like. I know you can appreciate.
Yeah.
And then when you're done shooting, you just pop it off your camera, and you wrap it back around your wrist, and you click it in. And we've been working this trade show for 3 days, and I don't think this thing is actually... I think I actually wore this in the shower a couple times on accident. So,
that's it. That's awesome.
Yeah, it just hangs out there.
And that's the lineup. So
that's the lineup.
Is this all of the products you guys are offering right now?
We've got a few more. The Capture line, which, by the way, I guess I can demonstrate how Capture works. So Capture, you've got two parts. You've got a, here we go. You've got a clamp that clamps onto any backpack strap, any belt, any bag. And then you've got a plate that goes into the bottom of your camera that's tripod compatible. We've got an Arca and a Manfrotto RC2 compatible plate.
Yep.
And then this just slides, whoopsie daisy, just slides into, here we go, just slides right in.
Yeah.
And to release it, you press the button and remove it.
And that's not going anywhere. And it locks in there. It's not just sitting there.
Absolutely. So, and it goes on the belt too. It locks into place automatically.
So it's going. So you can go vertically or horizontally.
Yeah, the plate has omnidirectional insertion capabilities. I don't know why I decided to use such long words to say that it can slide in.
Sounds more
directions,
expensive.
But I'm a marketing guy. That's what I do. That's what I do. So, for example, if you wanted to do a quick lens change, you can slide your camera in this way, change your lens. You've got your hands free. Pop it back out and slide it back in. So it's nice, it's discreet, it's low profile, and what really differentiates it from a lot of other camera carrying systems is that it holds your camera rigidly in place. Yeah. So you never have to have your hands on it. You can, whether you're walking around Disney World or whatever, climbing Mount Blanc, it's just keeps it there and accessible and secure.
And you're good to go.
Yeah.
And I saw on your website you guys have another mount that you can put an action cam, like a GoPro or something on.
We do. It's called the Capture POV or POV kit.
Yeah.
And it's essentially the same exact clip system, but it comes with mounting hardware for a GoPro or any brand of action camera. It can even work with a point and shoot camera.
Yeah.
They've
so you can have that POV while you're doing other stuff, that's filming or
Panasonic makes some great point and shoot cameras that take 1080 video.
Yeah.
And they're shockproof and waterproof. It basically lets you turn that into a GoPro.
Yeah.
So
crazy,
yeah.
crazy. So what's next for Peak Design?
Well,
can you give us a glimpse into some upcoming products?
We've got a lot of big things going on right now. We've got some big products coming out this year and next. We've got two of our product designers visiting textile suppliers right now.
Cool.
So that's as far as I'll say there.
Yeah.
But we're really excited for what's coming up.
And is the business model, Adam, when you guys prepare to launch a new product, the Kickstarter campaign ramps up, and that's how you fund the new product?
Yeah, so what's great about our company is that we are entirely crowdfunded. Anytime we have a big new product, we bring it to the Kickstarter community, and they help us fund the launch of that product.
So no investors, no board
no
of
investors.
directors?
In 4 years, we've never had to take out debt, which is ridiculous. It's unheard of.
Yeah.
And it's all because crowdfunding exists.
Yeah.
And what's great is we go to Kickstarter. We have a super close relationship with our customers. They are extremely supportive. When we launch a product, they give us great feedback.
Yep.
They help us improve products. They tell us what else we can make. And because we don't have any sort of traditional investors telling us, like, you need to hit these numbers and do this and that, we can focus on what we love to do, which is design cool shit.
Cool.
I'm not
exactly.
Stuff. Sorry.
That's fine, because this is the stuff that I buy, you know. So and it's in my color scheme. So I love the black and red.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Well, thanks for coming on.
Thank you very much. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, this is great. We'll keep an eye on this stuff, and like I said, it works perfectly for the gear that I have, and I can't wait to see what you guys have coming up next.
Awesome. Yeah. Cool. And for folks looking to see what we got next, check out peakdesign.com.
Yeah.
Check us out on social media.
Yeah. Is this Peak Design everywhere?
Peakdesign.com. Yep.
Yeah.
And Peak Design. Maybe some Peak Design LTDs in the mix.
You can find them.
Yeah.
Just look for
that's
the white
just
or black and
remnant
red.
of poor branding choices we made early on, but
yeah. Love it.
But now we finally got peakdesign.com. We're happy about it. So
awesome. Cool. All right, man. Thank you.
Thank you. Take care.
All right, guys. That's it for another session here in the Lumix Lounge. If you want to check out this video or the other ones that we did during this show, just head over to lumixlounge.com. My name is Frederick Van Johnson. We'll see you in the next session.